I like to ask people, what is your superpower as a human being? I believe we all have one superpower at least. For me, I think mine is I always find a way. It comes from my upbringing because I had no choice. My name is Vi. I was one of the pioneers in crypto, and I am now the CEO of World of Women.
What comes next is simple.
World of Women is a women-led Web3 brand and NFT collective that builds inclusive storytelling, art, and IP around diverse female characters while expanding into entertainment, fashion, and global community initiatives.
Because people do not fall in love with utility, they fall in love with values, identity, the emotional connection you build with them.
I grew up in Monaco most of my life, but I do not come from money. I was raised by a single mom, as my dad was a workaholic and an alcoholic, so abusive to my mom. And because he was abusive to my mom, eventually my mom decided to run away. Seeing how tough it was for my mom just changed the course of my life. I really vividly remember thinking to myself, okay, Vi, you have two escapes, two options. Either you do like your friends and you go down the drinking, doing drugs, or you have an option two, which is I have to study, I have to be the best, and I have to work in finance, even though I hated finance. And I think that triggered something in my mind that I didn't have before, and developed that business side of myself that I definitely didn't have before. Coming from being, the last in my class to being the first, getting scholarships, getting 2 bachelors from 2 different schools, another 2 masters, so 4 degrees in total, getting an internship in New York at a hedge fund, and it was tough, especially being a woman in the space. Like 99% of male-driven industry, specifically hedge fund, it's a very selective circle, and people don't want you in commerce. And especially if you're a woman, they look at you, like, what are you doing here? That was in itself very much a challenge. I got an internship at General Electric in Paris, and I was an analyst for them. That's when I got into actually blockchain. And 2012, bought my first Bitcoin, and the rest is history. The thing that I saw that really sparked my interest was, blockchain bringing transparency, bringing tools for people to be able to have freedom over their own financial lives. And bear in mind, freedom is everything to me. Back in 2017, end of 2017, beginning of 2018, I got my first job in crypto as a investor relations, so raising capital, basically, for one of the first crypto hedge funds. And after a year, I remember forever, my boss, my CEO, comes into my office and he's like, Vi, you've done such a great job. Thank you so much. Here is your severance check. Thank you very much, but bye, because I don't need you, because we are at capacity. We can't take more money. And I think something, really clicked in my mind where I was like, my gosh, I worked so hard and I'm left with nothing. So I was like, okay, well, you know what? Let me work for my dream now. Like, instead of working for somebody else's dream, I'm gonna try at least to do something for me. So that's when I started my own consulting firm. And so I did that for a few years, and eventually I came into NFTs. I joined Pudgy Penguins, which is one of the most successful, if not the most successful NFT projects right now in the space. It was quite the ride. They needed to raise 2.5 million. I raised over 9 million in 6 months through my own network. What most people don't know is that I am basically the person behind the curtain and the person that generated the first millions for Pudgy Penguins. And after that, basically, I joined Pudgy with the idea in mind where, for me, my goal, my obsession, my new obsession was, I'm gonna make Pudgy Penguins a unicorn. And that's what we did. After 3 years, we made it a unicorn. Early 2025, I was like, well, this is it. I've come and I've accomplished what I came to accomplish. And so earlier this year, 2025, February, I decided to, heartbreaking, leave Pudgy. And literally 2 weeks in, I got a call for the CEO position for Wonder Women. I saw exactly what I saw in Pudgy, that untapped potential. And I thought to myself, well, this is perfect. Like, I know, I have the playbook already. I know exactly what to do. And not only I know exactly what to do, but I get to do something for women in our space, which is very important to me. You know, having worked in a very challenging industry, traditional finance, where it's mostly male-dominated, I get a chance to maybe shape our industry, crypto, to be more accepting of women and to make sure we make a space for women. So that's what we're doing with World of Women is really like making sure we create products, experiences, initiatives to help people basically become their best self. So we're a company that is led by women, but built for everyone. What really gets me excited is how can I make sure that this company, brings such a strong value proposition to the world beyond the Web3. As in, what I really want to do is touch as many lives as possible positively. And I know like everybody says that, right? But for me, doing business to do business is not important anymore. Like, I don't have to be here anymore. Like, I don't have to work anymore. I'm here because I want to. And I'm here because, we have this amazing one-in-a-lifetime opportunity with blockchain and crypto and Web3, where I want to be able to be in the middle of it as to guide it and drive it in the right direction. And also an important thing that I think will differentiate WOW is there's a thing where in our space, every product that is released is about extracting value. And not only in our space, everywhere. Like, you have companies that release, products, but for you to participate, you have to pay, or I want to rethink the business model that we live in, which I think is not sustainable, or it is sustainable, but only for the few and not for the many. So I want to bring what I call the participatory capitalism, which is the opposite of the capitalism that we live in today, which again only benefits the few and not the many. I want to change that, where we will create a business model where the growth of the company is fueled by the growth of the people that participate. You have to be kind to people, and you have to be good, and you have to also establish a sustainable but a healthy environment for yourself, your team. The company you're building has to be, the foundations has to be sustainable, non-toxic. one thing that I've seen as well, it's once you're in it, in the middle of the money, in the middle of the rush of making that much money and the rush of seeing how easy it is, because you're in it, it's easy to get lost in it and stop seeing the outside world. How much of that little girl back in Monaco, feeling completely lost, has informed the woman I am today? I think a lot. I think I still have that little girl in me that I'm still trying to protect. And if I didn't have that little girl that is still very present in me and is still, thinking about what she's been through and not forgetting and really appreciating the bad, but using it to help the woman I am today to grow in the right way. I think I wouldn't do it the way I'm doing it right now, which is I truly believe what I'm doing is not for me. It's for the world.